This is the first stream I'm doing on my channel. Hopefully, I can find a viewer to join in here. I'm just going to read some things first of all. See if we can get some viewers in. Sermon on the Mount. We'll go there. I think it's Matthew 14, if I'm not wrong. Could be very wrong though, but we're gonna see. Oh, all right, all right. Let's see here. Where is the New Testament? Y'all, I don't even know where the New Testament is. Daniel. Okay, here we go. There's the Apocrypha. Not a lot of people have the Apocrypha in their Bibles, but this is a KJV 1611. So, all right, we found Matthew. See if we can find blind and dumb, false prophets, swine drowned, the apostles are sent out, Christ yoked, take the cross, many are healed, parables. Let's see. So I don't have anything bookmarked. I like some of these parables. I might read some of these parables later. Where is it? Parable of the marriage of the king's son. Oh, is that it? So I've actually got a really, really interesting testimony. Christ healed my thumb. It might not look very healed to you, but man, I cut my thumb on a table saw, right? And on the job site, it went straight through the knuckle. And while my dad saw it too. We both saw it. The saw blade cut through the knuckle. We saw the exit wound. My thumb was almost completely cut in half and severed. Hey there, London. How's it going? Um, so I get in the car in his truck. We're on the way to the hospital, and on the way there, I grab my thumb that's bandaged. It's bandaged up just temporarily. Um, Trying to cut off the blood and all that. Well, I grab my thumb and I pray to God, let me keep my thumb. Right? What's up, Splat and Spark? How's it going? Um, so I grab my thumb and I'm praying to God, let me keep my thumb. And I told so many people about this on the way to the hospital, and everybody else that I talked to said that they were praying for me to keep my thumb. And once I got to the hospital, the cut was only a third of what it looked like um, on the job site. It only went a third the depth that we thought it was. The exit wound on my knuckle, it was just another cut from the saw. The doctor didn't know how it happened. He asked me. I told him I don't know. I only cut my thumb once. So on the way to the hospital, I'm just completely convinced God healed my thumb. I The doctor, he x-rayed it and he told me that the saw blade was a hair's width away from the bone. And everybody who prayed for my thumb to heal, to be better, to for me to be able to keep my thumb, their prayers worked, man. And so my thumb is a testimony, straight up. It's It's amazing. It's a miracle of God. London Bratton, um, thank you for your concerns, man. And Splat and Spark, I'm happy you stuck around a little bit. This is my first ever live stream, and this is what inspired me to go live. I'm trying to find the Sermon on the Mount, but this 1611 edition is just it's got me all mixed up. So uh, see if I can find something, just anything. Now that I actually got people in here, how much I need? What you mean? How much I need, sleepy boy? How's everybody doing? Yo, tell me how you're doing in the chat there. Well, see if I can find any sort of parable. Here we go. Okay, this I love this. This is Christ healing, right? All right. So chapter 8, and I'm going to continue on into chapter 9. Chapter 8, Christ he cleansed the leper. He healed the centurion's servant, Peter's mother-in-law, and many other deceased or diseased. Sorry. Um yeah, I'm surprised I got so many viewers in this. This my first ever live stream. It's actually going pretty great. So when he was come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, there came a leper and worshipped him, saying, Lord, if thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus put forth his hand and touched him, saying, I will, be thou clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus saith unto him, See thou tell no man, but go thy way. Show thyself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded for a testimony unto them. And when Jesus was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Jesus said unto him, I will come and heal him. And the centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldst come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me, and I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doth it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled, and said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into utter darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self same hour. And when Jesus was come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother laid and sick of a fever. And he touched her hand, and the fever left her. And she arose and ministered unto them. When the even was come, they brought unto him many that were possessed with devils. And he cast out the spirits with his word, and healed all that were sick, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, Himself took our infirmities and bear our sicknesses. Now, I want to tell y'all, um, I absolutely love this, all this healing and stuff. You know, in my time as a minister, in my time going out to people and trying to heal people of various things, I've actually had great success in the name of Jesus. And none of that success is my own to have. That is the Lord's and the Lord's only. I use my thumb for an example, right? I should have lost this thumb, but thanks to God, He let me keep it. That's just on me, though. That's my own healing. I don't pray for myself very often. A lot of the times I like to pray for other people. And I have seen so many miracles happen. And that's the thing, man. So many people, so many agnostics and atheists, they won't see these miracles happen. They'll try and chalk it up to coincidence. Or they'll say, oh, we just don't know the science behind that yet. That isn't a miracle. We just don't understand it yet. That's false, man. I have seen miracles firsthand. I've seen people's backs healed. People with tied tongues can't speak straight. I've seen them healed so they can speak again. There was one man, he came to me, and this man, he could not pray and he could not read the Bible. And he came to me and he told me these things, and I asked him if I could pray over him. I told him, "Let me call you. Let me call you and talk to you." I was not with this man. I was not near him. I was not face to face with him, but I was on a call with him. And for 2 hours I prayed over this man. And any man can do this through the power of God, through the Lord. Any man can do this. But I prayed for this man for 2 hours. And after an hour and a half, this man, he started to trust what I was saying. In other words, he started to have faith that I could help him. And I told him after that hour and a half that that faith that he has placed in me, don't place it in me, because that is the Father speaking through me and healing him. So his faith was misplaced at that moment, and that's my method of healing for voices in the head, for certain mental illnesses. A lot of times, people who don't have faith in God, you need to build their faith in you before they can believe and have faith in something that they cannot see or perceive. And so, in doing that, over that hour and a half, for that last 30 minutes, I told him that that faith that he has placed in me, he needs to have in God, because I am not the one healing him. It is God healing him. And over the course of that 30 minutes, those voices that were interrupting him, the rambling that he was doing, the stuttering that he was doing, all of it went away. And by the end of it, this man who could not pray and who could not read the Bible was singing psalms in Hebrew. And that's beautiful, man. That is healing. And it makes me, there's no word for it. I had a vision. I was with this Muslim trans man. I was 21. I'm 22 right now. This was last year. Now, before I had this vision, I was. Oh well, now there's 0 people watching. Hey, if anybody's actually here, put something in the comments so I know that you're watching. Um, I'm gonna go back to reading the Bible. Maybe when more people come in, I'll uh I'll start talking about my vision. Something important to me. I want people to hear it. I want people to have faith. Howdy. Hey, what's going on, man? How's your day going? Put it in the comments. I check my comments, brother. Hey, what should I read? Give me a book, give me a chapter. I got the Apocrypha in here. Ah, dang. Baruch, the Apocrypha, Maccabees, Apocrypha, New Testament. Let's start with hmm, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna put on my hotspot. So maybe I can connect on this phone and search up some things that I need to find. I might even join the chat on the live. 15 minutes in, I had like 30 viewers so far. I mean, here and there, spread out. Hey, what's up, brother? I see you watching. Put something in the comments, man. Tell me how your day's going. I'm just reading from the Bible here. I'm trying to figure out what to read. I'm thinking something in Matthew. I love Matthew. One of my favorite books in the Bible. We'll do the parable of the sower and the seed. That's verse 3. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had not root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which says, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing you shall see, and shall not perceive. To this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Now, what I could do, I'm speaking to nobody right now, but what I could do is I could explain what these parables mean to you, to anybody who ends up watching this live stream after it's posted, and some of you would not understand it. The Christians, the true in faith, they would seek to understand it, and they would. Back then, not a lot of people really understood the way that the disciples did. That's kind of how it is right now. A lot of people might think, oh, I understand that. I get that. That makes sense to me. But in reality, it doesn't. They're lying to themselves. Or they think they understand, but what they thought they understood, they actually have no concept of, no clue that that's actually not what it means. And there's a very deep meaning behind that story there. And it's not just, oh, it's the Lord. You know, it's speaking of the Jesus is speaking of how some people understand and some people don't. That's probably going to be what a lot of people jump to is, oh, he's just speaking in ways that not everybody understands. That's what that whole parable is about. But that's not what it is, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on my own live stream. Oh yeah, that's not what it is. Sure, you can hear the the reverb from that. Yeah, awesome. All right. So now I can actually keep a close watch on the people who are joined in, and I only have one. I can see that, and that's me. But we're gonna stay on here. Hopefully, gather some more people. I'll just be speaking to the camera, spreading love, and hopefully more people join. I swear, man, the pain from this, it's awful. The swelling inside of here. Um, the longer that it takes for this to heal, the more worried I am that it's not gonna. And from my research, it should take a few weeks, but it's bothering, man. It's bothersome. Um, the doctor and the nurse who wrapped this up, she wrapped it up real tight. So whenever it swelled, it squeezed, and that hurt. That hurt bad. For a whole day, that hurt. But there was I was at Thanksgiving at my sister's boyfriend's mom's house. So I guess her stepmom. Um, I think that would be my great aunt. Not sure. Maybe my stepmom because she's my sister. I don't know how all that works, but yeah, she bandaged it up again and she left it loose and it actually felt good. It didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would, as bad as it should have. I had room within the bandage to move my thumb around. And I don't know if I was supposed to be able to do that, but I was. And overnight and the next morning it felt great. So today we bandaged it up again. We changed the bandages out, and this time, just like last time, it's squeezing. So we'll see by the end of the day, by tomorrow morning, whether this hurts or feels better in the morning. And if it hurts, I'm undoing all this, and I'm gonna rewrap it and leave it loose, so that way it can actually heal and it can actually feel good. So I don't think it's supposed to feel bad if it's actually healing. Um, man, one viewer and it's me. Look at that. Wish I could get some more believers in here. A lot of people they see for Adonai. They stick around long enough to understand that Adonai is God and then they're gone. Hmm, that's sad. It's really sad. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. Actually, I might even put that person head behind me because ain't a lot of people seen a Christian furry. And I know the shock value behind that is very, very useful. Oh, this is an unfinished head, but it'll do the job. Ah, look at that thing. Look at that gal. Ooh, I was able to pull it straight out of the bandages. That can't be good. I'm going to see if I can pull this down over the bandages and maybe, hopefully, keep it on. This shouldn't, yeah, it shouldn't be able to be removed that easy. That's the drawback with leaving the bandages loose is I can move my thumb and I can just slide it out. And while that might be good, this while the looseness might be good, it's not good for me to be able to just pull the bandage off like that. It's real strange how the algorithm works on this app because the first 10-15 minutes I had 20 viewers and then 10 viewers and now it's just one and that one is me. So uh, we'll pray. Yeah, I think that's what I should do right now. I'm gonna pray out loud. I'm gonna pray that God sends me somebody who needs to hear what I have to share. Yeah, dear Lord, There's somebody out there who needs to hear what I have to share. They may not know that they need it. Lord, I call them here in your holy name. Boo, come here. No, that was my cat. His name's Boo. He's a sweet boy. He's a little goof, but he's a sweet kitty. Hey yo, somebody's actually here. Yo, what's up? Hey, actually, put something in the chat, man. I look. All right, let me talk to you. Have you heard the good word of Jesus Christ? That's who this live stream's for. This is for Adonai, um, my Lord. You see this thumb right here? That was cut 3 times as deep, severed the bone. I prayed over this. I had other people praying for me, for God to heal my thumb and let me keep it. And you know what the doctor said when I got to the hospital? That the exit wound that we both saw and the cut that we both saw, the cut was only a third as deep as we thought it was, and the exit wound was a separate cut, and that's my cat. He's a little goof. He gets in the way sometimes. But that exit wound was the second cut that my hand wouldn't have been able to make. I wouldn't have ran my thumb through and then flipped my thumb over. It just wouldn't have worked like that. But God healed my thumb on the way to the hospital. This right here is my testimony. Now, I was actually reading out of the Bible, talking about parables. The seeds that the Lord talks about in that book, the sower and the seeds, how some of them fall on the rocks, some of them are grown over by vines and thorns which choke them, and some of them produce fruit. I've interpreted that through my faith. I understand that the seeds, those are the people that I share this gospel with. And you, the one viewer, that other one's me. I'm on my phone on my live stream, so I can keep an eye on this and keep an eye on the book. You, my single viewer, you are that one seed that I'm planting. And it's up to God how that seed sits, how it hits the ground, where it hits the ground. I don't know where I'm finding you. I don't know if I'm planting that seed on a rock or if I'm planting that seed in the thorns. So tell me about yourself. Put it in the chat there. Let me read about it. Anything you want, man. I'll say a prayer for you. I can find you a verse in the Bible there. I can pull one up on my phone, whatever chapter, verse you need, if you can think of one. If something's going on, if you've got an issue, brother, put it in the comments there. That's why I'm live streaming today. I'm here to talk to my viewers. Where'd my cat go? Oh, see this thing behind me? What do you think that is? That's a furry's head. Yeah. Yep. It's exactly what you're thinking. I killed the furry. I'm joking. No, I didn't. It's actually mine. I am a furry. Big shock. I'm I was hoping that would draw some people in. A little unknown fact: 25% of furries are Christian. It's mind blowing. Um, Seems like there's a lot less of us. But I myself, I'm actually an asexual, celibate, um, Christian furry. I'm I'm very the Christianity. It's what defines me more so than a hobby. But that's something that I wanted to share. I want people to know not all Christians look the same. And I'm actually an advocate, a supporter for for Christians to be loving and be open. That's the thing. A lot of Christians today, they don't even know what love is. It says in the Bible, in the Greek, There are two different loves. There's agape and philia. Eros is the third kind of love. That's the love that a lot of people practice today, and it's what a lot of people interpret love to be. But Eros is not mentioned in the Bible a single time. And I'm back down to one viewer. I really need to change this out. I think that's what I'm gonna do because taking it out and looking at it, I can tell how much it's swelling, and that is not good, especially with how much I feel it compressing. So I'm gonna clean this off. I'm going to rechange it, rechange the dressing and everything, and I'll probably go back live again in another 30 minutes. Peace, Mr.